Hi friends, welcome back to the Share Report. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to share this channel with others, get others involved, become active citizens, educate ourselves, all the things. That's what this channel is all about. And we're gonna roll right into a very educational video. So I posted a few days ago a video talking about property taxes, and it was very well received. There were a lot of comments, a lot of questions. People just really enjoyed it. And then some people had some comments and questions wanting to talk about the capital gains tax that's going to be proposed in Kamala Harris's tax plan. So this specific one is the unrealized capital gains. So originally President Biden, when he was running, he was in favor of this. Kamala Harris, who is now running for the presidency, also adopted this viewpoint and wanted to be in her tax plan. So if you're wondering, you're curious, like, what is unrealized capital gains, or what is capital gains? So unrealized capital gains is a hypothetical gain, profit from something that you could sell in the future, hypothetically sell in the future. It could be property, it could be stock, some sort of asset of that sort. So let's say that you investing in stock with Apple or Tesla, you buy some stock from Tesla, let's just say that, for $300, and your potential or hypothetical or your gain down the road is $550. So the government would tax you of your unrealized gain, capital gain of $250, even though you have not absorbed or received that money yet. You haven't yet touched it, and you haven't even put it in your pocket yet. So it's all a hypothetical profit that you're being taxed on, yet you have not received it, which is very insane. I don't know anyone with common sense that would think this is a good plan at all. So I'm going to insert some clippings too, so that you can kind of see for yourself exactly, just a little graph and everything, because it's purely insane. You haven't even yet received these profits, yet you're being taxed on it. That's where the unrealized capital gains tax comes from. So one thing I did want to point out, what they are saying, when I say they, what Kamala Harris is saying, this is only going to affect people who make $100 million a year, families that make $100 million a year. So the thing that, there's a couple things that's wrong with that. So typically millionaires and billionaires, they create lots and lots of jobs for people, everyday average people like myself. They create jobs, they keep the economy going, they invest in their businesses, they invest in their profits to keep the economy going, they invest in their people, they employ people. That's how people like myself can buy a home or, just make it in life. We have jobs. So when these people who are in the upper, what they say, the upper 1%, they're being taxed such an exorbitant amount of money, or something that is unrealized or hypothetical, typically what they do is they take their business elsewhere where the tax laws are much lighter. They take their businesses elsewhere. So therefore, people like myself, very average person, or even people in a more modest economic standing, we lose our jobs. So we need the people who are investing and in their profits, investing in their business. So if you're taxing them so heavily, especially in something that they haven't even profited from or received yet, or held something that's unrealized, a potential hypothetical profit, that is just going to be insane. And where does it end? I mean, how is it going to be for something that they did already make profit from? So that's the horrible portion about overly taxing people. Another thing that I wanted to bring to your attention. So a lot of people are like, well, that's not going to affect me. I don't make $100 million a year. Well, the income tax in 1913 was for the Civil War. It was for the 1% as well. And look at it. Look at us now. We're all paying income tax. And I doubt you're making $100 million a year, or I doubt you're at the top 1%. So you need to not have that kind of mind frame thinking, oh, it's not going to affect me. Well, just remember the income tax in 1913 also started where it was only going to affect the top 1%. And like everybody who brings in income is paying income taxes. So that is one thing that I wanted to bring out to you about this capital or unrealized capital gains. It is pure insanity, just pure insanity. We don't want this at all. So I just wanted to break that down to you, just really small. I'll inject a couple clips here and then we'll wind down the video. I hope this was really helpful. I'll hop back on again and make another video, maybe explaining some more details about Kamala Harris's tax plans, and then also talk a little more about property taxes. That is a very big subject these days. It's a hot topic. It's in a lot of people's lips. So I'll be back with another video, and thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you in the next video. Like I said, be sure to like, share, subscribe. See you later.
Expense of consumers, shareholders, and workers. Her proposed tax on unrealized capital gains would be an astounding wrecker of stock market values. Supposedly, it would only hit the rich, but they would have to literally sell hundreds of billions of dollars worth of stocks and bonds each year to pay the levy, exerting punishing pressure on prices. The 401ks, IRAs, and pension plans of over 100 million Americans would be adversely impacted. Under Harris, the top personal income tax rate would be nearly 50%, another killer of capital. Other tax raises she wants, among them extending the reach of the death tax, quadrupling the levy on stock buybacks, further limiting the deductibility of employee compensation, would contribute to the catastrophe.